again, YouTube. We are back with some more webcam matches for you guys. I'm joined by TJ, the brother bear, the brother from another mother, the peanut butter connoisseur himself.
I froze. I'll be honest. I don't know why. I heard peanut butter connoisseur, and then I'm just like, he hasn't said my name yet. and then I stopped, and then my brain was like, oh wait, no, he did say my name. That was the first thing he said. He did it backwards this time.
We're here. That too. I was like, what? Huh?
It's
but
okay.
Yeah, no. Hopefully you guys enjoy these matches. Today's matchup is myself playing Omni DNA on the bottom screen over there, and we've got TJ on the top playing Lord_Knightmon. I'm trying to just experiment with a few decks. Also, just trying to take a break from like just playing Mirage all the dang time. So it's nice to just kind of play something different and change it up for a little bit. So let me know what you guys think. Omni honestly can do some crazy things in the right like setup, I guess. And same thing with Lord Knight, except Lord Knight is just crazy explosive as we all know.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully, like I said, hopefully you guys enjoy it. Let us know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Check out the socials, which are linked in the video description. And, you know, drop that like and subscribe if you don't mind. Without further ado, let's hop right into the video. So, Lord Knight just feels like, sort of like we said before, right? Like, I think it's very powerful, very explosive, but I think arguably since like 2.0 metas come out, I would say it's underwhelmed a little bit.
People find the solves. If you get floodgates out there, the deck just kind of dies unless they see their Deltamons. And I know people are just like, but the Delta just clears it. Well, listen up, brother bear. Sometimes you don't see Delta. Sometimes you don't see you're one of your 3 cards in your deck, and that's the card game. And then you just sort of cry. Yeah,
it just sort of feels like Levia all over again, right? Where it's just like, yeah, like this is gonna be really strong. It is strong, but like I feel like
Levia,
we've played around it.
Yeah, Levia at least like just kind of does some crazy stuff with just gaining memory right and then being able to wipe boards pretty effectively.
Yeah,
which like Lord Knight can very well like clear boards, but you still have to be like certain board setups can be painful to get through. And like yes, the deck can high roll, it can do a lot of crazy things, but sometimes you just like you just want to see your pieces. It's a lot of pieces you need to see.
Speaking of not seeing pieces,
yeah, I was stuck. I was
also pretty stuck.
Yeah, we were both kind of. You do hit
Goblin swings and hits a training, which is not so good.
That's the purple classic.
And I'm like, well, I don't really know what to do here because I just have a ton of like top end in my hand. We do drop the option card. So we do have the double taper out. I can play something from hand or trash, which I don't have anything to play, but I figured just get the option out, and then we drop a starter deck tie.
Pretty good. I do push up here because I'm just like, well, let's just start climbing. Let's just start building, see if we can draw into our pieces, because I don't want to give, because I know like Omni is like, if Omni gets like time to set up, that's when they get really scary. So I was just like, okay, if I just go fast enough and I see my pieces, I can at least maybe get a board state that's harder for Omni to answer. So I do training, go into a Dober. Don't really see anything off of that initially. I do just go into a Cerberus here. I'm able to just draw for Evo, and then I can draw 1, trash 1. Pitch Gazi, nothing for me to play out. Did not have, or sorry, pitch a Delta, because I changed what I was going to pitch, because didn't have the X anybody sources to play the level 3 out. So I go into Lord Knight here. I do play the Delta off of the Lord Knight. Delta on play, I can trash a card to go ahead and destroy one of your Digimon, which you go ahead and clear off your Gobly there. And I evoed for 1, thanks to the training. Gain a little bit of memory back for playing out the boy. And this one I'm just trying to think.
And this is like sort of just, you know, this is exactly what Lord Knight wants to do. Is just like cycle, find its pieces. You are missing the Lord Knight X, which is like the one piece you were kind of searching for. Yeah.
Lord Knight shenanigans. I do end up using a Protoform here to go into a Cerberus X for a bit cheaper. I'm able to go ahead and get some more cycle, debating what I want to pitch and play out.
Which, I mean, like, yes, no Lord Knight X, which is like your sort of like ultimate like finisher per se, which, I mean, you can do some nasty things with that Cerberus X inheritable, but I mean, this is a pretty good board state. I mean, regardless. I mean, you have 4 bodies out. One of them will restand and do check, like 2 checks. and you're kind of putting me on a timer.
Yeah, so at this point, I'm just deciding what I want to do. I am kind of just stuck. There's not much I can do here. I did not see Lord Knight X. I did toss Leviah in trash, I believe.
Leviah X, yeah.
Yeah, Leviah X rather. Because I'm just like, well, if you play something on Fire in Effect, I have the proto form under my Cerberus, so I can, you know, go Leviah.
Yeah.
And I just hard drop a Ghazi, just to pass turn, just try and set up a wider board, should go to 3 anyways. And I just still, yeah, no Lord Knight X is tough. So at this point, you're thinking about what you want to do. And I think I'm realizing something now that I should have realized at the time. Does that Wargrey have Rush?
Oh God, I'm gonna get flamed.
Okay.
Well, it says it can.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have Rush. So this is a misplay. Doesn't really change much in the grand scheme of things, but technically I am not allowed to do this. We played the Agu for 3. We warped into the Wargrey, has Raid, Piercing, and Check +1, but as TJ pointed out, doesn't have Rush, so technically shouldn't be able to do that. So don't mind the misplay there.
When we were playing this earlier, I didn't think about it at all. My brain just completely skipped it until.
I mean, we both had pretty long days, and we were playing this at like 11 p.m. at night. So.
I'm not gonna pretend like I had a long day. I'm just stupid. I mean, if you want to call a long day playing Marvel Rivals and then having people instant lock DPS when they're terrible at the roll, then I had a long day.
I mean, that can make for a long day.
They can make for a long day. It's very frustrating. They need roll locked for rank. Anyways, different story.
But I mean, I think regardless, like you're in a pretty decent spot. Yes, you do have to play around the Omni Ace threat now that a Wargrey's on the board, which I mean,
yeah,
doing pretty good at right now.
So I took the Anybody under the Delta. I Evo into a Cerberus with the good old hard Evo. I opt to go ahead and play out a Gobbly. Off of that, I gain a memory for playing out the boy, which you helped me correct there. I do swing off the Anybody effect Evo into Lord Knight X. I go ahead and Digivolve 1, and then I opt to can't restand or anything. I still have Alliance. So I go ahead and I'm actually. I wonder actually, maybe I can have Alliance here. This might be a misplay on my part because I'm realizing that I think you can't Alliance until I think you have to have Alliance when you're swinging. I don't know if you can just have Alliance during any point during the attack and do it. I don't remember. My brain's cooked. It's been a while since I played.
Yeah, it's all good. I mean, like I technically stole 2 checks from you, so like I think regardless, I'm also in a tough spot because I mean you took away the Wargrey. I don't have anything on board. The Digivolve is tough against Omni because it's like your bodies just don't stick as well as you would want them to. I'm forced to just play out a Wargrey here to like have that pseudo ace threat potentially.
Gain a mememory.
Off of the tie since I played a Wargrey.
Yeah, and then you can pop something, which we clarify in a second.
Yeah.
I move the Gobbly out, and then I think this is where we catch it in just a moment here. Yeah, you catch it, and then I just pop the not so pretty Ghazi. Move the Gobbly over.
And before people are asking like, why didn't you pop the Cerberus? I was like, well, I think the writing was on the wall. I was just like, I'm just gonna admit defeat and just pop a Ghazi because I know like you can just pop off. So I was just like, whatever.
Yeah.
It's like technically, like if I were like really sweating for it, like the play would be to pop the Cerberus. I think either way, you're still in a pretty good spot. But technically,
I had everything I needed to climb up. At this point, I found all the pieces, all the middling stuff I was missing.
Go ahead and do your thing.
Go ahead.
Swing, Alliance, do your 2 checks, pop the Ghazi to restand.
Yeah, and I do tell that the Wargrey can't Evo here, so that's why there's no Ace Evos happening. Swing, Alliance, pop, restand, collision.
There's also no collision because there's no Melga. Or no DNA because of Melga. I just did not see the boy.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
But I mean, to your point too, like that effect also will stop any sort of DNA Evo from hand.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good.
It does help me. When we initially started this, I was even saying, like, I was like, oh, this is gonna be a bad matchup for me, because I'm like, if I try and clear the Omni, I'm just gonna get punished by the option. And it's just like, oh wait, no, never mind, I'm okay, because I can stop the evos. So it stops the option as well. Because them boys can't evo.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lord Knight. I mean, like, it's fun. I just want to play black base, man. That's all I want to do. I like purple base feels so good, but God, I hate that it feels so good. Like, why? Stupid Cerberus engine. Stupid, dumb idiot.
Yeah, I mean, he just makes it pretty, like, it's just a generic kind of core, right? And you just kind of swap out your top ends. But
at least it's not like being as oppressive as we thought it was going to be.
Yeah. We start off the turn. I play out the Agu for 3. We go top 4. I'm able to pick up a Tai and a Greymon in name, so we pick up the War Grey as well as the Tai and Kari double tamer, which is like a decent, like, I think like a tech choice. Like, it's not like super powerful, but like being able to like cheat out a tamer is always pretty helpful.
I think it's good for the for this deck.
Yeah,
I think it's good for the Omnis for sure.
But you start to just pop off.
Yeah, I decided to kind of rip it because I'm like, you know what? I just want to try and see if I can just get advantage early. Let's just see what happens. I go Dober X. I do draw into a Protoform and a Cerberus.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm able to go ahead, Protoform, go into the Cerberus, spit cards out. I'm just sort of deciding what I want to trash right now, I believe. Yeah, I trash the Lord Knight. I do play out the Ignite. I gain a memory off the Dober X Inheritable and a memory off the Ignite Inheritable as well, so I'm back to 1. And then I just sort of deciding what I want to do next, because I did also top deck an Anubis off of one of these draws as well. I think it was off one of the Suno draws. So I go Anubis. Anubis will go ahead and pitch 2 cards. Yep. To go ahead and spit out the Dober X and just give Retail to the Anubis and then pop your Agu and just put you to 3. So, and that's a turn to Anubis. That's so dumb.
Play out the little 2 babies and play out a little Search for Gabu. I can pick up a Greymon or Omnimon name, so we go ahead and pick up the Alter S. The problem is this guy puts those guys right back on top of deck, and I'm like, well, my draws are going to be pretty crummy for the next like 2 turns because I'm not going to be able to really do anything. Right. And you have an Anubis out there, which is like bad news bears.
Yeah, I top deck another Protoform, go into a Cerberus. I'm able to spit out the Gazi.
Gain 3 memory.
Yeah, gain memory, pop things. Go Gobbly in the back. Just marking what can't swing right now. At the moment, I'm just trying to decide like what I want to like go from here. I use the Anubis effect here to pitch the Gobbly to play the Gobbly out. And then I go ahead and go into a Lord Knight. Lord Knight effect, play out the Labra. I have not to use the Labra effect. And then go ahead and go into a Lord Knight X.
Old Faithful. Collision,
swing,
2
pop,
checks.
Restand. Yep.
Swing, 2 checks. And then swing.
Swing, restand, and then swing again. Yeah. That's why Anubis is restricted to 1, everybody. That's why because Anubis just generates you a board.
Like,
he just
my god. What is that?
Yeah. And then my security had 2 trainings and a boost as well, so I had comeback potential if I somehow like lost that board.
Yeah. That's pretty good. Not much you can do there.
That's pretty nasty. That's pretty nasty.
But yeah, I mean, I think a pretty good illustration of just how fast this engine is, right? I mean, and like you said, a very good explanation as to why Anubis was restricted to 1. Because if it were at 4, then this deck would be absolutely just... I would probably just stop playing.
It does some hideous stuff, man.
Yeah.
It does some hideous things.
But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy it. Let us know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Thank y'all for tuning in. Hit that like and subscribe button, please. And we'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.
Bye.